Okay, there we go. That's the proper button I should have pushed. Okay, I was doing stream through the regular stream when I should have been doing it through the new YouTube direct stream RTMP thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, how you guys doing? Good. Yeah, okay. All right. Excellent connection. I will take that as it is at face value. Okay. So, give it a few minutes for people to come in here. Yeah, see, there's some people coming in right there. Heyo, how you doing? First, how y'all doing? Let's see. Louise, hello. What's up, dude? Not much, just doing this. Let me know how the stream is going. It was actually a little bit stalling and kind of like laggy for me, but now it seems good. Like, now it was all right. Before, I would be like this, and it would take my like 3 seconds for, you know, this to happen. So we're good. When are the next ant facts? I have enough ant facts. Do not worry about ant facts, okay? We are set on ant facts from now until the end of time, all right? Ants are an infinitely fascinating insect species. I already know what the next one's going to be, and the one after that, and the one after that. There's even some people that have sent me in some intros for ant facts. Ant facts it's the new geography, okay? In fact, here's an ant fact for you. I'll give you one right now for free. Ants are actually part of geography. So there you go. There you go. You have ants, ant facts, and geography is everything in one right there. In fact, did you know there's actually an island in the South Pacific that is made up entirely of ants as like a superorganism? That isn't true, but I feel like ants are so multifaceted that could be true. Because they do that. They do cluster together to get across water sometimes to make like a bridge. So I guess in theory, if like enough of them came together, they could make an island. The island would have to, I guess, constantly shift so they can all breathe. But, you know, maybe some kind of, you know, water-breathing ant or whatever. Teach us more. You're our summer school teacher. Tell you what, I did just finish reading a nice book on ancient Egypt. So if you want to know any ancient Egypt facts, I could maybe help you out with that. It was actually a very fascinating read. I've decided to start reading about human civilization, so I decided to start with the beginning, and I'll just work my way up from there. I guess Mesopotamia, like the Assyrians and the Babylonians, were kind of a little bit before Egypt, but like Egypt was first. And then, you know, you had the Indus River Valley civilization, then China shows up, and so I'm probably just gonna skip to like probably ancient China, because I've always been fascinated by ancient Chinese history, because I read a little bit of Kingdom, and I haven't read all of Kingdom, but I made it up to like chapter 200 of Kingdom, and I'm like, man, I think Kingdom takes place around like the turn of like year 0, like around like 200, 100 BC or something like that, or maybe a little bit AD. It takes place right around year 0, but I've always wanted to know about all the different dynasties of China and everything before that, so I'll probably read about China next, but I have this. The Pharaohs. Woo. Is that an Alabasta reference? Dude, I'm telling you what, I wish I would have waited to make an Alabasta Geography is Everything after I would have read this book, because there is so much stuff I've discovered. Like, did you know that there was a great wife of a pharaoh, or wait, was it a great wife? I think it was a great wife. Yeah, anyway, her name was Nefeltari. That's where Oda got Vivi's last name from. So I would have loved to do that after. I might make another one. Screw it. I might just make... Alright, guys, we're doing another Alabasta video. This time on focusing on Egyptian history, okay? Oh, man. Read about Indian history. That's another one, too. Which started with the Indus River Valley civilization. All original civilizations started around rivers. You have a river, you're good. That's where Mesopotamia, you know, Tigris and Euphrates. The Nile was probably the best one because it flooded every year. And the crops were so... this is just me talking about ancient Egypt right now, but literally, like, back in the day, the river would flood once a year, and you could just... The Egyptians didn't even have to worry about, like, farming in the traditional way. They just tossed freaking grains on the ground and then stepped on them, and then, boom, an entire field of wheat would appear next year. Like, it's just, like, that's how easy it was to farm in ancient Egypt. Yeah. If you're looking for a house, there is a $1 house in Italy. Well, I guess I'm moving to Italy! Is it near Napoli? My friend is in the Navy, and he's actually going to Napoli soon. So, yeah, good for him. He gets to travel. We need Pokemon Gen 2. I hope at some point I will start gaming again, preferably after I move. When are you doing that next What If? I have a few ideas for the next What If. I don't know. You know, there was one about Big Mom, like what if Big Mom had joined the Marines way back in the day, like if Mother Caramel had just like the same thing Mother Caramel did with John Giant, like what would have happened if Mother Caramel sold Big Mom to the Marines like she intended and Big Mom actually became a Marine? Like how would that have went? That's a good one. I have a theory about the egg of Roger's egg and it's waiting for Joy Boy to be born. That's another idea. Well, then we have to find out where the damn egg is. That egg might be scrambled by now. We have no idea. Shiki wanted Rogers. I see what you did there. Funny. Are you going to do a house tour? I don't know if I'll show you, like, the whole house, but, yeah, I mean, like, I'm going to show you, like, well, here's a new... preferably, I'll have an office, and I'll have a studio space, and I'll have, you know, I want to do cooking videos, because it actually just came up for pre-order, if you want to go check it out, the One Piece cookbook. The Sanji cookbook. Now, that was already available. I actually have 2 copies that people have actually sent me over fan mail, so don't send me any more copies of that, because I already have 2. But they're coming out with an English version of that in October or November, and I should be... if everything goes according to plan, I should have moved out by then, alright? Because I'm hoping to move out hell or high water before winter. So by November, I should have my own place, and then I'll have the cookbook, and hopefully I'll have like a nice kitchen. I've been watching a lot of Joshua Weissman videos, because he's like my favorite cook on YouTube, pretty much. And I made the In-N-Out burger the other day, and he actually just did the Big Mac episode, so I'm like, I really wanted to... But our kitchen's not that big, so I can't really... Like, it's just so much space to do all that kind of stuff in. So hopefully I'll have a really nice kitchen, and I'll be able to, like, do cooking videos and stuff. But yeah, I'll show you a few things of the house, probably. I'm from Egypt, Tekking. Cool, you here to talk about our history. It is a fascinating history. It is truly incredible. You know, I just finished it yesterday with the end of the Ptolemaic period where the Greeks were ruling everything, and then eventually it just got gwomped by the Roman Empire. And yeah. What do you think is going to happen in D&D today? I have no idea, but I'll bring it up now because you guys brought it up. Tonight, I'm going to be part of the One Piece D&D, of course. Every other Wednesday we do this over on Rustage's Twitter. So I'll leave a link in the description below for that. It should be at 7 o'clock. Usually what happens is, like, earlier in the day, honestly, like, right around now, Rustage or somebody will, like, tweet at us, like, in our group and be like, hey, are we doing it? Are we doing the D&D tonight? So, you know, just to make sure, because sometimes things come up and things, but I'm good for today, at least so far I am. So I don't know 100% if we're doing it tonight yet, because we haven't all confirmed it yet. But we should be, and I have no idea what's going to happen, but we just finished up a pretty big fight. We just finished up our little arc that we had, so I'm interested in what's going to happen as well. I'm really excited. Can't wait to see how much Elbaf will be influenced by Norse mythology. I just discovered a YouTube channel called Useful Charts, and it's a whole channel that includes a lot of useful charts. And you can buy the useful charts. So there's charts of, like, Egyptian history and Norse mythology and Greek mythology. There's a chart on, like, the tree of life, like life branching out, like the different kingdoms and domains of life and everything like that. And they're $20 a pop for each poster. And I am probably going... That is what is going to decorate my house. I'm going to have these posters decorating my house, probably. So I'm really glad I found that channel. Go check them out. I love useful charts. They're so useful. I love them. Charts are pretty cool. Charts are pretty badass. It's an awesome channel. It has like 700-something thousand subscribers, so I would go check out his channel, definitely. I like that channel too, yeah. We need to see an ant fruit. We really do. We really do. What if the Yonko were Marine Admirals? Ooh, that would be a good one too. I'll probably touch upon that in the Big Mom video, but yeah. I'm not sure what the next what if will be, though. Mr. 3 using Shirahoshi powers. Mr. 3 being Poseidon? That's a weird statement, but okay. Let's see. Is it safe for me to buy the Bleach box set from Amazon? Because some people are saying that some of the books were missing. So I've never bought one of the box sets of Bleach, but it should be okay because I've bought the box sets of One Piece. They're actually in my closet over here, the big ones. And whenever I bought those, they had all of the books in there. None of them were missing there. I mean, maybe, like, the thing is with Amazon, whenever I look at customer reviews for stuff, because I'm looking at, like, bookcases and things, sometimes you'll see like a 1-star review, because I'm like that. Like when I go to buy something on Amazon that's like a decent amount of money, I'll go down and look at the reviews, and I'll specifically look at the 1-star reviews and see like, okay, what's up here? And sometimes you do encounter like, oh, it arrived, like they all arrived with this kind of defect, and it's like, okay, that's not good. But other times you might just get somebody complaining that like, you know, UPS or the FedEx guy was really rough with like throwing the stuff on the porch, and it like bent the package. Like that's not Amazon's fault. That's not like the manufacturer's fault. That was just like the delivery guy being rough with it or whatever. And that's happened to me before too. I remember one time I ordered a laptop charger, and the FedEx guy just took the box, and it even said on the box like electrical equipment, you know, handle with care, you know, don't get wet or whatever, don't expose to fire or whatever. And he just threw it in my fire. No, he threw it on the front porch in the middle of a rainstorm. So when I got home, the whole thing was just, you know, drenched. And it still worked, thank God. It was like wrapped in like a plastic bag, but still, I remember being like, really, dude? It was raining all day, and you just threw it. We have a back porch that's covered. You're just gonna chuck it on the porch? Whatever. Okay, fine. Yeah, FedEx don't give a... I have realized, not every single FedEx guy, but I have to say, most of the time, whenever it comes to FedEx, they dump the package on our front porch, which has no covering from the elements. And UPS does tend to at least go to the back door to leave it on our back porch where there is a covering. I will say at least that much. Not every time. Sometimes FedEx people... Actually, the last few things we've ordered, they have been brought to the back. But, yeah. What if Barry was in One Piece? Well, I mean, he would have found the One Piece years ago already, right? So there's nothing there. I saw a video of a UPS driver throwing a TV over a fence. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's like, when I say that, I don't mean like FedEx in general sucks and UPS is, you know, objectively the better company. It comes down to like the delivery driver at that particular instance. You know, maybe the delivery driver's having a shitty day, right? Or he's like, you know, got chewed out by his boss or whatever, and he's just like, I freaking hate this job, and he's like just throwing stuff. You know, I don't know. But when's the D&D session? That'll be tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned to Rustage's Twitter, because if anything comes up, he'll be the one to tweet about it. So pay attention to that. Delivery driver loses it, you know? That's actually terrifying, you know, to imagine, like, someone in like that, like, freaking out, like, I've had enough of this job, you know? Yeah. Infamous FedDX, yes. Record of Ragnarok, that's something I get recommended to all the time. Syrian history, there was a little bit of Syrian history in the Egyptian history, you know, there. It's just like a lot of other stuff was referenced here in like the Sinai Peninsula and everything. Libya to the west, Nubia to the southeast of the Nile. Yeah, and then the delivery driver isekais your package in another realm. I ordered a book on ancient Egypt, and it got isekai'd into another realm. So now I need to go into another realm. And what sucks is, the other realm it got isekai'd into isn't even based on ancient Egypt. So the plot is completely irrelevant to the book itself. Alright, but anyway, yes, so it's time to open fan mail. I think it's about time. We've been going on. Maybe I'll do another video on ancient Egyptian history, but right now we're doing this. First things first, before we get to the actual mail, I wanted to talk about something else. So there was, last time you might remember, last time we did a fan mail stream, which I think was back in April, because I got a decent amount of some of the stuff I just got in the last week, so I didn't do one in May. But last time, I got a manga book series, a little comic book series that was very nicely packaged and laminated and like a real nice book. And the person that sent this to me did not give me their real name, but I'll just call them Phoenix. So thanks to Phoenix for sending me these. And I kind of I read the first 3, and I kind of just like skimmed through the other. There's 7 that they sent me. But they wanted me to talk about the first edition and just what I thought about it. So I read through it, and it's a very One Piece inspired comic here. Just to kind of show you some of the... I showed this last time, but just to show you some of the artwork there. So it's a very One Piece inspired comic, basically in the Wild West. So you have like a gunslinger named Marco Lu, which I love the name Marco, so that's really cool. Famous gunslinger, and he just kind of wanders around the Old West. It's not the Old West in our world. It's like, there's like... It's very One Piece-esque because there's different realms. Like there's a north and there's a southeast and west world kind of area. and then there's like a place in the center. But yeah, he travels around the Old West, and he's this famous, or I guess infamous, outlaw, and the title of the series is Bounties, so the characters have bounties. And I really like the comedy of it. The comedy's pretty good. There is a scene, well, first off, I should talk about my favorite character, which is the talking horse. So this famous gunslinger, of course, has a talking horse that he just travels around with. And it's funny because the horse, like, you know, just wanders into a town like a normal horse, and then all of a sudden the horse will just start talking to people, and then everyone will have the same reaction of like, holy crap, it's a horse! And it's like, yep, how you doing? And so the horse is pretty cool. And it's pretty funny because the horse is pretty much here for exposition, but it's exposition handled in a very funny way, where, like, the horse will be like, that's Marco. He's a dangerous outlaw, but I won't tell you his storied past. Alright, so let me tell you his storied past. So out of nowhere, the horse is just... Like, imagine if in One Piece, you know, Luffy's traveling through towns or whatever, and then all of a sudden a freaking bunny rabbit just hops up and just like, I will now tell you the past of Monkey D. Luffy. Like, what? So, that's pretty funny. And then there was also... Oh, who was the other... Oh, no, the other thing I wanted to say was just the way that, so Marco, he has, like, this running gag that I thought was pretty funny, and it also kind of reminds me of something like, yeah, it kind of like Mr. Ed. Anyway, there's a scene whenever he meets, like, a villain or somebody, you know, like, there's this outlaw that's in the first chapter that he defeats in a showdown kind of deal. And it was funny because, like, he goes into a bar and he's there and he's like, I'm the strongest outlaw in the West. You can't defeat me. And he looks over and he's like, man, you're ugly. And the guy's like, what? It's a very, it reminds me of Luffy. It's kind of Luffy-esque how Luffy would just bluntly say something insulting like that. Like, oh, you suck, or oh, I don't even know you. It's like, oh, your hair's funny. It's kind of like that, but it's just taken to the next level of like, he's like, I'm the greatest, marksman in the West. You're gonna die tomorrow at high noon. And he's like, you're ugly, dude. He's like, what? Dang it, that hurt my self-esteem, so that was pretty funny. It's June, not May. Did I put it as May? Oh, shit, I did. Holy crap, I didn't even... Okay, hold on a second. I personally changed... It was on April before I started, and I changed it to May, because my brain just automatically sets to like, hey, wait a second. Oh, wait, not that one. No, not that one. There we go. All right, hold on, let me edit it. Dang it. I was like, it's June. All right, hold on. Let me change the title. All right, I changed the title. There we go. It's June now. It's officially June. It's June when I say it's June. I am the god of time. Wait, holy crap. Does that mean I could set this stream to any date, any year, and we could just go back to that year? I didn't know this. All right, we should do this. What year should we go back to? Not ancient Egypt. I mean, it's great, but I don't know if I want to go back to ancient Egypt right now. Maybe, like, I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't want to go. Let's go into the future. Screw it. Let's go to the year 2121 and see what's going on then. Happy June, everybody. Yeah. My dad's birthday is coming up soon. In 2 days, he is going to be... Holy crap, he's going to be 63. My parents are old. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, but anyway, thank you to Phoenix for sending me the comic. Like I said, there's 7 of them. I can't just go through every single one right here. But maybe like every new fan mail episode we do, maybe I'll go through a different volume. But I really liked it. Keep it up. I think it's a really good comedy. Very, like, if I had one critique, I would say, like, the artwork is fine, because there's plenty of artwork and in manga that have, like, a similar style, or, one mangaka was inspired by another mangaka, so the art style is very similar. That's fine, but when reading it, I was like, okay, very clearly, like, there's a lot of characters here kind of taken sort of from One Piece. Like, there's a character in the first volume, like a little kid, and, like, she's very clearly Otama from, like, the Wano arc. So that was the only thing I would probably, like, criticize, like, maybe a little bit more of, like, original characters and stuff. But other than that, I love the series. I think it's very funny, and it's a very good art style there. I like the logo there, Bounty, the cover series. There's, like, a little cover page for each one that's also One Piece inspired there, so that's good. But anyway, alright, so, fan mail. Once again, before we get into this, there's another piece of fan mail that I have framed over here that I want to show you. So there is one of the artists for the channel. that I commission from time to time to make some really awesome artwork. The channel banner that you can see right now on my channel page was drawn by Pitch Art over on Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description below to her stuff. And this was actually a little while ago. This was actually like the beginning of May, end of April. I got this like right after I did the last fan mail. I got this, and it is this is pretty cool. This is an oh wow, hold on. I know, I'm trying to, the glare is kind of a thing. All right, that's not too bad, I guess. Okay, so this is a old treasure map. Not a treasure map, but a sea chart off the shore of northwestern Spain. And so Pitch Art lives in Spain, and there's a museum there that has like this old, like, you know, this old sea captain that, like, you know, sailed all up and down the coast of Spain throughout his life, and he has like charts and stuff. And so she bought a copy of this chart and then translated the whole thing into English, because it was in Spanish, obviously. Translated the whole thing into English, and it seems perfect to me, like the English translations and everything. And then sent this to me, and then I framed it. She is the same person that drew me this a few years ago. This awesome artwork. I have this framed as well downstairs in our living room. This will also go into my house. I'm thinking I'm gonna put this right as soon as you walk in, and like as soon as you walk in the front door, this is gonna be that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that egotistical to be like, welcome to my house. Please admire the badass painting of me I've hung over the fireplace as a samurai, you know. So yeah. So they're the person that drew this. Pretty cool. And yeah, so this is from Spain, and like this is just little notes of all these shipwrecks that are all over the coast of northwestern Spain. Big John, the Big John. You all know the legacy of the great Spanish galleon, the Big John, right? Big John, Spanish fishing boat with English pavilion from Vigo. They sank it to collect the insurance. They gave 6 years in jail on February 6th. 1984. All right, so that was an interesting story. So the captain of the Big John was like, all right, mateys, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna sink the ship and collect the insurance. But it didn't work out for them too much. So, yeah, that's the story of the Big John. All right. Good game, Big John. Good game. You tried it, didn't work out. Oh, man. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up. Really cool thing to get framed here. And thank you, Thias, for that. And I'll leave links to all that stuff below once I finish this up here. Let's see. All right. There we go. Okay. But now I think I can finally get to the actual boxes that I have behind me. There's a song called Big John. Oh, shit. I need to tell you this story really quick, okay? It has nothing to do with... I'm sorry. I keep putting off the boxes. If your box is back here, like, come on, Tekking. Like, hold on. I gotta tell you this story. This is freaking hilarious. Okay. So, I'm walking to the post office this morning, okay? The post office, I live in a small little mountain village. Post office is like a 10-minute walk from my house. That's part of my morning routine. You know, so I'm walking to the post office this morning, and, there's a orange Corvette that's behind me. And I'm like, you know, I'm walking on the sidewalk, and I look behind me, and I see this orange Corvette, like, pull up to a stop sign. And I'm like, I'm ahead of it a little bit. And I'm like, I remember looking at the orange Corvette and thinking, oh, that's, you know, I'm not a car guy or anything. I'm not like, whoa, that's a 2001, you know, Corvette. I'm not anybody like that, like a turbo engine. I'm not a car guy, but I'm like, oh, that's a nice Corvette. That's a nice car. It's like bright orange, okay? And so they drive by, and I want you to picture what I saw. This is what I saw, okay? Orange Corvette, top down. Inside was an old lady, and I want you to picture old lady, like an old, you know, short, white hair, curly glasses, just like you're like a standard grandma, like old librarian kind of old lady, okay? The song Eye of the Tiger by Survivor was on full blast, so I could hear the song from like a block away, and it was just at the beginning of the song where it was like dun 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 dun. So that's just blaring off of this orange Corvette as this old lady's driving down the road, headbanging to the song, like, dun, 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 you know, I have the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, you know. I'm like, she just, and I'm like, you go, old lady, you go, you rock out, yeah. That was pretty funny. I just had to mention that, because that was a part of my morning that was pretty hilarious, right? Yeah, she was kind of like Muriel from Courage, but just picture like a thinner Muriel. But she looked like, just like an old grandma. She didn't even look like a punk kind of grandma that's like, hey there, Sonny, how you doing? And wears like leather jackets, and she's like a hip grandma. No, she just like a regular grandma, just like rocking out to freaking Eye of the Tiger with the top down in her orange Corvette. Dun, 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 dun. So, that was pretty funny. All right, that was Kureha. Yeah, kind of like Kureha, kind of, yeah. No, because Kureha does dress like a rock star, kind of, you know? Oh, man. All right. So we'll finally get to the fan mail now. All right. Let me put these books and stuff over here. Okay, don't crush those or anything. Get everything organized. Although we don't have quite as much this time, although this box is very heavy, so there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. So first off, let's just open this. Nice little letter here. Comes to us from Kenneth, and Kenneth is from New Jersey, the Garden State. And we have one-piece drawings inside, open with care. So I actually opened it up with like a letter opener, but I actually didn't take anything out yet because of the drawings. I didn't want to mess anything up. So I'm going to take these out here. Okay. Oh, all right. All right, then. So we have Robin. We have Nico Robin here with brown hair, which is interesting. I actually kind of like her with brown hair. That's kind of nice. And the archaeologist, and she's using her Hana Hana no Mi to hold up the Earth, or like a globe. And she's holding a book that says Geography is Everything. Nico Hana Hana no Mi Robin. And there's a lot of cleavage there. So there you go. A lot of cleavage. Yeah, I turned off Super Chat when I do the fan mail because it's too much to like go over the fan mail plus the super chats at the same time. I might turn it on before I leave today after the fan mail segment. So hang on to that. And it just says Tekking101 here on the side. So thank you, Kenneth, for that awesome drawing there. A little bit of a different color palette for Robin, but I like that. All right, here's another one. There's a few different... Oh, this one is funny. This one is good. This is... I think you'll probably all recognize this scene. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good scene right here. You know, I want to say, oh man, I recognize this scene, but I can't remember what this is from. If this is from the Shelltown arc, or the G8 arc, or the Enies Lobby. No, it couldn't have been from Enies Lobby, could it? When he, like, distracted the Marines at the beginning of the arc. I don't remember. I actually don't remember the exact... I remember what this is. There's a lot of times where Luffy messes... It's from G8, right? Yeah, this is from G8, when they're sneaking into the station, right? Yeah, not G5, it would be G8. Yeah, that was G8. Okay, yeah, I'm not crazy. All right, this is from the filler. Right, so this is cool. We have Luffy hanging out there with Tekking101 on the back of the Marine. So I guess that's me. I guess I'm the Marine that Luffy's sneaking behind. So yeah, that's G8, yeah. I was like, because G8 was a filler, and I've seen this so much, and I'm like, okay, this is a famous kind of screenshot. Is it from a filler, or is it from the actual canon? But no, it's from a filler. But, like, to be fair, G8 is, like, the best filler of One Piece. Then we have one of Nami. Just a standard pre-time skip Nami. So that's pretty nice there. That's a pretty good artwork there. All colored in by colored pencil, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but this is all colored pencil. So I'm going to make sure to keep that there. Next up, we have Miss Valentine. Looking kind of sinister here, Miss Valentine. Baroque works. That's pretty good there. I like the lemon earrings. Lemon earrings. Oh, there was something told me about this. What was it the other day? Oh, yeah. I was a little confused why Miss Valentine's dream was to become, like, the chocolate lady. You know, so she had, like, she was lemons. She was covered in lemons, and then when they did the rainbow trap thing, the rainbow colors trap, Miss Golden Week allowed them to all realize their dream, and she became the chocolate girl or the chocolate lady. So instead of lemons, it was like covered in chocolate, and she would make like pastries and stuff. And I didn't understand the reference, and somebody like very clearly told me like, well, it's because Valentine's Day is you give people chocolate. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but why was she a lemon to begin with? I don't understand, but whatever. Anyway, that's Mrs. Valentine. And then we have Nami on the Going Merry. Nami on the Going Merry, and just post-time skip there with the Climate Act, and just Tekking101 there on the Climate Act. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, Kenneth. All right, so... let's see here. Replace the Long Ring Longland arc with G8 as canon. You know what? If that was an option, I would push that button, yeah. Lemons go great with chocolate. I've never... So, I love lemon. I drink lemon iced tea constantly. But I can't say I've ever had lemon on a cake. Yeah. She was sour! Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hello and thank you, Tekking, Matthew, and Barry. This is Kenneth from New Jersey again. First of all, I was surprised my first letter arrived in time for the November stream, and I had sent it only days prior. Also, no hard feelings for the mishap with my One Piece drawing. Felt bad. Oh my god, that was the one. Oh yeah. So, a lot of times when I open mail, I use this little, like, you know, it's a letter opener. It's like a regular letter opener. That's what it's used for, right? You're supposed to open letters with it, right? United Steelworks. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so I opened the letter with that, and it's happened more than once where I'll open it, and then it'll rip the letter. Like, it'll rip it on the seam. So I gotta be very careful when opening, you know, packages like that. Also, no hard feelings, so thank you for not being mad at me about that, because I felt really bad. I taped it up. I mean, like, I tape them all up when I do that. I always feel bad when I get stuff in the mail and it's broke. Like, there was another thing that somebody sent... that, this is, I'm being very delicate with this. This is the cocaine grenade from One Piece D&D. And, this is the grenade that, like, Spooky would always, like, animate and stuff. Like, hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm the cocaine grenade! Right? And this came to me completely, like, destroyed. Like, the legs were broken off. Part of the foot was broken off. You can kind of see the seam right there. I had to wedge, like putty underneath the feet to get him to stay up. This part fell off. The back of the grenade fell off. I had to super glue it all back together. I'm actually surprised it's holding up as well as it is. I have not touched it in, like, weeks. I just keep it up on my bookshelf and just don't touch it. You know, maybe someday I'll, travel to the Midwest and show that or give it to, Spooky. Because I feel like really Spooky should have that rather than myself. But thanks to the person that sent that to me. Use a letter opener when you can use a katana. Yes, exactly. All right. Thank you for answering the question sent. Liked your explanation, including the one about the fish zone, but was rather surprised to hear weeks later that Kaido was a mythical koi fish. Yeah, I think we were all kind of surprised about that one. I've got more questions for you. All right, let's do a lightning round here. What if Luffy fought Dragon because he felt Dragon was in his way to become king of the pirates? I don't think Luffy would ever fight Dragon because Dragon is very clearly not trying to become king of the pirates. So, yeah. If he ever did fight him, I mean, that might not be off the table, but I don't really see any reason why he would. Because Dragon's goals and Luffy's goals, they're different, but they're not really they're not that different, right? So I don't see any reason, like, unless Dragon wanted to, like, test Luffy's abilities or something, but whatever. I mean, like, Sabo is the second in command under Dragon. You know, I don't think, like, Luffy's never met him before. He just saw his picture recently in the paper, but I don't think Luffy would be like, oh, I gotta fight my dad to see how strong he is or whatever. So I don't think they would ever fight, and, like, that is so clearly not Dragon's goal to become king of the pirates, so I don't think you'd ever have to worry about that. Are there enough callback moments to previous chapters and in characters to do a top 10 list? Thinking instances like Brook knew Laboon and wondering if Shanks used Conqueror's Haki when he saved Luffy. Oh yeah, there's definitely enough moments for, like, a top 10 list there. In fact, there was a comment I saw where somebody wants me to do, like, every arc of One Piece and talk about the foreshadowing of every arc of One Piece for the future of the story. That would be a mammoth of a video. That would be a huge video. I would probably not even be able to do it all at once. I would probably have to break it up into parts. I like the concept of that idea, though. I want to do something like that, but, like, I would have to comb through, like, every arc and be like, okay, that was foreshadowing, that was foreshadowing, that was foreshadowing. So I couldn't just, like, that would not be a thing I just do in, like, a day where I pull up the wiki and just really quick, like, skim through it. That would be the kind of thing where I would have to, like, reread entire arcs of the series, and then do a video on it. So if I ever did do that, I'm saying I do want to do that, but that would be a project. That would be a lot of stuff to do. I'd have to, like, reread all of, like, the East Blue and then take notes of, like, every moment where there's foreshadowing for later arcs and then do a video on the East. That would be, like, over an hour long probably. And then, like, Alabasta. Like, it would be a lot. But, you know, stay tuned for that. I don't really have a set schedule or anything, but I am interested in that idea. 3. Have 2 devil fruit users combine powers for stronger attacks, or if not, are there any fruit pairings that complement each other? So there's a lot of times where we see devil fruits, like, how they interact with each other. Like, people were actually very interested in how Mr. 3's Doru Doru interacted with Magellan's poison, which it actually blocked it completely, so it was very effective there. Obviously, Luffy's Gamu Gamu no Mi was the perfect counter to Eneru's Goro Goro. Smoker's Smoke Fruit and Ace's Fire kind of, like, canceled each other out. So you see a lot of interactions with that. Then you have the fruits that have the upgraded forms, like the superior and inferior. Like, Luffy's is the inferior form of the Mochi Mochi no Mi by Katakuri. Then you see, like, Monet's Snow Snow Fruit is the weaker Logia to Aokiji's Hia Hia no Mi, just the chill chill fruit. So, yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of encounters like that. Is there any I'm trying to think. There was probably a situation where, yeah, devil fruit users, like, combine attacks or whatever. You know, like somebody says right here, gases are flammable and not all gases are flammable. You could see Caesar doing a combination attack with Sabo. You know, where, like, Caesar would create a bunch of gas and then, you know, Sabo would boom and just light up an entire explosion, right? But Caesar's not around right now and Sabo's not around right now, so yeah. You know, magma and fire we saw there, but I'm trying to think of, like, a moment where it's, like, 2 devil fruit users, like, working together, and the Straw Hats have done that before. Like, you've had moments like Chopper and Robin fought together against Hogback and Sindri at at Thriller Bark. So it would make sense that they used, like, you know, Chopper had his zone and then Robin made her hands and they were going to do that giant backflip thing, but it didn't work out too well. So the Straw Hats have definitely, like, worked together as a group and they've combined their powers that way. But no, I haven't really, there's nothing, it probably has happened in the story, but, like, nothing is coming to mind right now where, like, 2 devil fruit users, like, Baby 5 and Buffalo, that's probably the best example I can think of right now. Yeah, Baby 5 and Buffalo. The Jacket fruit doesn't really count because one of the Funk brothers did not have a devil fruit. It was, like, Kelly Funk that had the devil fruit, and his other brother, Bobby, did not have a fruit at all. So it wasn't 2 devil fruit users coming together. It was just a combination of the devil fruit having to use another person's body. Can I dance? Go watch the Mirrorball Island video, and I guess that'll get the answer to that there that you want. But moving on, are there any actors or persons you can imagine playing any characters in One Piece? Since Miss Valentine Devil Fruit, I keep thinking Reese Witherspoon as Miss Valentine. Reese Witherspoon as Miss Valentine would actually kind of fit, yeah. So with the One Piece live-action Netflix show coming up, we actually don't know anything about the casting yet, but it is still moving along. I think we saw something a little while ago. I don't take this at face value. I seem to remember reading something somewhere that they've started production on it, or at least pre-production on it, but don't take, you know, obviously coronavirus messed everything up last year, so they might be back on track with it. At any rate, I can't really, I mean, there's, like, a lot of people, like, everyone wants, like, Jim Carrey to play, like, Frankie. Like, I think Grand Line Review just did a video about this a couple days ago where he talked about, like, actors in real life that could play Straw Hats and stuff. I don't think that any, like, big A-list actors are going to be, like, playing the Straw Hats. Like, you know, we get Leonardo DiCaprio to play Sanji in the live-action Netflix series. I don't think it's going to be anything like that, but I don't think it needs to be. I don't think it needs to be, like, A-list actors to play the Straw Hats to make it work. I think you could get some pretty good actors, you know, from other areas that we've never even heard of before, and I think that they would be perfectly fine portraying the Straw Hats in the Netflix adaptation. So I'm not, like, super concerned concerned, like, if they finally release, like, here are the actors that are playing the Straw Hats, and they're, like, a bunch of people that you've never heard of before, don't get worried about that. I would actually take that as, like, oh, okay, so it's like a blank slate. Like, we don't know what they are capable of, right? You know, they could do really good with this role. Yeah, so that'd be interesting. You're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you. Netflix needs to leave anime alone. You know, overall, I would agree, but it's happening. So, I mean, like, you could complain about it all you want, but it's going to happen. So I'm like, all right, if it's going to happen, the Netflix animation, the Netflix live action of One Piece, I'm like, I'm going to at least go into this with, like, an optimism. I'm at least going to go into this thinking, like, okay, it is the most popular manga in the entire world, and it would be in their best damn interest to make it as good as possible. When we did the Reverie last year, Matt Owens, the writer for it, came on the stream and we talked to him, and just talking to the guy seemed to understand, like, he really liked the source material. He cared about One Piece. He had a connection to One Piece, and he met with Oda himself, and Oda seemed to be like, you know, you are right for this project. So I'm going to go into this with some optimism. I'm like, I'm actually feeling that this is going to be good. I have some... Like when a lot of animated films, when a lot of anime or live action, they're coming out in films, like Dragon Ball Evolution, I'm like, oh god, this is gonna suck. But I gotta be honest with you, maybe even against what I, like, should be thinking, I actually feel pretty confident about this. I really do, because it's like, okay, I know Dragon Ball was super popular, and they butchered that with Evolution, but, like, this is different. It's not a movie, it's a show, and Netflix has come out with some pretty good damn shows, alright? So, let's see where it goes from here. Number 5, isekai question for all. If you found yourself on the Thousand Sunny, which Straw Hat would you befriend first, and which one would be the most suspicious at first? Okay, well, if I, like, read One Piece, I know all the Straw Hats, like, backstories and their personalities, so I wouldn't be suspicious of any of them. If I got, like, isekai'd and I know everything I know right now, I know instantly who they all are and what they're all about. But my favorite, like, obviously I like Robin, but the one I would probably befriend the most would probably be Usopp. I think Usopp and me, and Usopp and Frankie. I think I would hang out with Usopp and Frankie in their workshop and, like, help them out create, like, new gadgets and stuff. You know, and by help out, I'd be like, hey, Matt, go grab that, Phillips head screwdriver. Here you go. Thanks, man. I'd be like, I helped Frankie and Usopp build something today. You know? Brooke would be cool. Yeah. I would just be so terrified of speaking with Robin. I would just be like... There was the SBS a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, who are the Straw Hats that are best at cutting the hair? And it was like Usopp, Sanji, and Robin. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, if I was a member of the crew and I needed my hair cut, I would go up to Robin, but then I would get too nervous and I wouldn't be able to talk to her. So then I would just go ask Usopp to cut it for me. So that's probably how that would go. But yeah, that's what isekai. The isekai question is for all. So, which Straw Hats would you befriend, or which one would you be the most suspicious of? I don't know, suspicious. Like, I mean, like, probably, like, not suspicious, but like probably Luffy. I would be the most afraid of because he's so damn random. Like, we would be sailing, and all of a sudden Luffy would be like, let's go to Death Island! I'd be like Nami, like, no, let's not go to Death Island, you know? Like, let's not do that, you know? That would be terrifying. One non-One Piece item as well. Been playing Doki Doki Literature Club and its mods since its inception, so I came across this character called Ugly Crystal in the Dick Tracy comic strip. Curious if anyone has seen it. Oh! It's a comic strip. Okay, I was like, what is that? I'm like, alright. I never read Dick Tracy. I never saw the Dick Tracy movie, so I know nothing about Dick Tracy. But here's a comic strip of Dick Tracy. So, Crystal, what do you think of Mr. Austin as a dad? For real? Yeah, all kidding aside. I'm so thrilled I can't stand still, Moon Chick. I don't get this. I don't really get this, but thank you for the comic, I suppose. Also, thank you for all your time and all the videos you've created. Incredible to think if you had done a video for every chapter since the start of One Piece, you'd have well over 1,000. Yeah, that is insane. I started reviewing One Piece, chapter 852. It's actually weird. I started reviewing Bleach with chapter 452, and One Piece, I think, was 852. I think it was the same last two digits. So that was a little strange, but that's I didn't plan that. That's just how it happened. But yeah, it's been a long time. So thank you, Kenneth, for all of the art and the comic books and everything. Thank you for that. Yeah. Are you hyped for the Impale Down review with Poxel? I am. Yes, that's going to be fun. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a collab with Poxel again over on, I don't know if it's on Twitch or their channel, but probably the channel. But yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow on Thursday, so that should be fun. I have a few collabs here coming up here. All right, so that was from Kenneth. Thank you so much for that stuff, that art. I'm going to put it over here so it doesn't get crushed. You know, X that out so it's not new. All right. Okay, so what's next? We have... Let's open this one because this one I opened. This one's the most recent one. I got this yesterday. This is just a book, like a little tiny book here. That's Fragments by I don't know how to pronounce his first name, so I'm going to say Abel, by Abel. And this is a book that I think this person actually wrote. Hey Tekking, big fan here. Just wanted to share my book with you. I've always aspired to be an author despite little success. I hope you like it. Thanks for doing what you do. I enjoy your content every day. I don't know how to pronounce it. I want to say Jacques, but I feel like that's wrong, so I'm just going to say Abel. Thank you, Abel, for the book. And it's a collection of short stories. Fragments explores various facets of humanity through 8 short stories, each of a different subject matter, but with a shared undercurrent of what can be described as honest humaneness. Humaneness? There's a grave digger's uptake of a small favor for his brother, a young boy teaching his friend how to survive in a haunted house. That sounds cool. And a valiant king's attempt to escape the clutches of death. There's also the arduous endeavor of a nameless boy to prove his existence and a young girl's tortured wait for her partner's return home. The daughter of a scientist uncovers why exactly the ocean waves, while a defunct human does penance for calculated murder. The collection then ends off with a rework of the author's first ever published story, Catch the Moment, a tale of how an invalid flees with his home in his siege drag... I'm going to reread that sentence because I butchered the shit out of that, sorry. A tale of how an invalid flees when his home is sieged, dragging him along the... Damn it! Sorry. Dragging along with him the village leader and her trusted advisor. I have like a little bit of dyslexia. I mean, I don't think I do, but I kind of do. Fragments is Abel's first ever self-published collection of short stories. Okay. Humaneness. Yeah, it was, I think, Humaneness, but sorry. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for this. It's just a little collection of short stories, and I like some short stories. You know, I remember reading a lot of short stories. When I was in 8th grade, I had an English teacher that made us read a lot of short stories. A few were actually written by Rod Serling, who wrote The Twilight Zone, and I always remembered, like, that's kind of where I became fascinated with, like, reading, like, short stories and stuff. But, yeah, thank you, Abel, for the book. Yeah. Are you going to make a Gaimon video? I'm surprised I haven't. I really should. But, yeah, thank you, Abel, for this. All right. So that was the last one I got. This is... from Perla. And this is more artwork, I believe. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, these are cool. These are badass. These are awesome. Hold on a second. Let me just lay all those out. All right. Let me show you them first. Okay, so this is some really cool marker art. We got Super Frankie with some super berries hanging out in the corner there. We got Frankie. Then we got pre-time skip Robin with the Hana Hana no Mi behind her. That's looking pretty sweet there. And then finally, this might be my favorite. We got Black Maria going up against Robin at Wano with her hands coming out of the back of the foreground, and then Black Maria in her spider form. That's pretty damn sweet. All right. Hey, Tekking, greetings from California. I've been waiting to send you something for a while now, but I've always gotten cold feet, and I ended up not sending anything at all. However, I got inspiration for one of my drawings while watching one of your One Piece chapter reviews, chapter 1005, I think, and I decided I absolutely had to send it to you. I hope you like it, and the other drawings I sent with it. Thanks for everything, Tekking. I've been listening to your content for a couple of years now, and it's always something I look forward to each week. Thanks for being you and putting out such great content all the time. Oh, thank you, Perla. Shameless plug-in, but I also put drawings like this on my Instagram at 2 a.m. sketching. Again, hope you enjoy. Okay, so it's at 2 a.m. sketching. So 2 a.m. like 2 a.m. in the morning. And then underscore sketching, like S-K-E-T-C-H-I-N-G. Okay, so if you want to go check out some more artwork by Perla, go check out her Instagram. Yeah, it's some pretty good stuff. Yeah, this is probably when I was talking about, like, Robin doing, like, the 100 type Guanyin Bodhisattva from, like, Hunter x Hunter. That's pretty damn sweet. That's awesome. All right. Okay, so that is from Perla. I think that's everything that was in there. Just double check here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Like I said, not that many boxes this time, but this one is like big, so we'll be going through that. All right, this is from I'm just going to say Smith. This is from Smith that lives in Illinois. Illinois. My uncle used to live in Illinois. He moved to Ohio a couple years ago, but oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I know what this is. All right, hold on. Let me take this stuff out. This is pretty cool. This is unique. This is a very unique kind of thing. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Thank you, Smith. All right. So, this is... I have an egg. Will Smith. Yeah, it's sent to me from Will Smith. Is Will Smith... I'm assuming Will Smith probably lives in L.A. or in California. Wait. I'm an idiot. Will Smith lives in Bel Air. Of course. I think we all know Will Smith lives in Bel Air. But no, I don't think it's Will Smith. Anyway, so this is a thing called the One Piece Tarot Project, which I did not know existed, but it does, and it's a tarot deck based around One Piece characters. That is pretty freaking hype. That is awesome. So, we have, and I didn't even take it out of the bubble wrap, but I will now. Ant facts. All right. We have the One Piece Tarot Project. We got Luffy hanging out there. And we got some buttons and things, but let me read the note first. Okay. Salutations, Tekking. You do not hear salutations being used as a greeting. It's just one of those things that faded out, and you haven't heard it since, like, 1871, but, like, salutations, everyone. I just got my One Piece Tarot card Grand Line bundle in the mail today. You might wonder what that is. Why, yes, I do wonder what that is. In short, a large group of artists got together to do a fun project of One Piece-themed tarot cards. All money made on the project going to is going to ocean conservation efforts. So that's really cool. It was a really interesting idea, so I bought 3 to show my support for the cause. But I don't actually need 3 decks of tarot cards, so I decided to send 2 of them to YouTubers whose content I enjoy. I wonder who the other guy was. To bring a smile to my face every week. Anyway, have a nice day. Sincerely, Smith. And he wrote down, like, hope you like it, but then scratched it out, like maybe he didn't want to ask that. But I like this. Don't worry. I like this 100%. Yeah, that's fine. But anyway, thank you, Smith. So, I didn't even hear about this. I mean, probably somebody at some point probably sent me a message over Twitter or something that, like, hey, there's this tarot project. Because if I knew this existed, I would have bought this when it happened. I would have, and it went to ocean conservation, I would have definitely have bought one of these. I didn't even know this existed. But we have the One Piece Tarot Project deck. We have a book, which I'll go through in a second, but we also have some really cool buttons. So we have Nami as, not a button, but it's more of a keychain. We have Nami as the magician of the tarot deck. Feel free to make your JoJo references, by the way, as well, because we're talking about a tarot deck. You kind of have to make your JoJo references. Or, your Sartorius references from Season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Feel free to make all of those. So we have Nami as the magician of the deck. I'm assuming she's... Oh, wait, no. Is she not the magician? Hold on. I have a book. I have a book that tells me who's who. Luffy's the fool. Zoro's the magician. Nami is the empress. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, Avdol. Okay. So Nami is not the magician. Nami's the empress who was, I think, defeated pretty easily in, I'm trying to think. Was the empress the one... The Empress was the one that was defeated right at the end of Season 1, right? The one that could turn the ocean floor into, like, a giant mouth, right? Or was the Empress the one that was the one with the tumor that attached to Joseph? I don't remember which one. Going to the doctor, that was the one, right? Yeah, no, I was thinking, okay, High Priestess and then Empress, right? They're different, right? The High Priestess was the one at the end of the arc, and this was the one that was, yeah, okay. So anyway, that's Nami. That's Nami as the Empress. And then we have Robin... here. How do I... Oh, there it is. Okay, then we have a Robin one, where Robin is here, once again, cleavage, and then on the back, it's Robin again in a different outfit, so this is in her post-time skip outfit, and then here is her Eni's lobby outfit. Pretty cool. All right, put those over there. Oh, there's one more. This is just one of Luffy and the Sunny, but that one looks pretty good. Oh, it's the Sunny. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, man, that's awesome. Check this shit out. Okay, it's Luffy and the Sunny, and the sun is behind them. And then on the other side, it's Luffy and the Mary and the moon. So it's the sun and the moon. That's awesome. The Sunny and the moon for the Mary. That's awesome. So cool. Then we have a very nice pin button for Frankie, just looking super. Focus. Focus. You can see him. There we go. Robin Zenny's lobby outfit is personal favorite. Actually, it is a pretty good one. It is. And then another one that's Zoro in like a grove of trees, just looking really cool. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust the focus here. Okay. There we go. Focus. There we go. Oh, autofocus was turned on. That's why I was having so much. The other day, I was like doing this. Like I was in front of the camera for like 10 minutes trying to get my camera to focus. That's why the settings got messed up somehow. Got to go back and adjust that later. Anyway, here's the Frankie one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. All right. So, well, let me leave the thing up, and then this is just an image of Perona. Looking pretty cool with her ghosts and her little Kumashi plushie there. Like little postcards. Not really postcards. Here's a cool one with Ace. Ace, Sabo, and Luffy doing the sake cup. Maybe like a type of like divination. And then, oh, here's Roshinate. Here's Corazon. That's pretty cool. Man, this is really nice. I wish, like, well, thank you for sending this to me because, yeah, I didn't know this was a thing. But I would have definitely have bought this. But thank you for sending it to me. And then we have some stickers. So, like, the Gamu Gamu no Mi's there. We got, actually, I don't know who that is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be Nami? Or kind of looks like Hiyori a little bit with the headwear. Maybe Vivi? Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be Vivi. And then a button. We got another pin. We got another, The Fool, One Piece Tarot Project, Luffy pin. Okay, this is probably like a Kickstarter thing or something I missed. Okay, so going back to this. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every single card in the deck, but I will show you... Oh my god, those are nice. This is really good cardstock paper, too. Oh my god, they're shiny! They're shiny! That's so fucking cool! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at this! Look at that! It's gold! Gold, I say! Alright, that's enough of that. But, alright, hold on. Let me adjust the camera again so I can actually show you a few of these. I shouldn't have done that, but I had to show you the gold! Alright. Gold doubloons, matey! Alright, here we go. Alright. There's the Fool. That's still not in focus. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we have it. Alright, so there's Luffy as the Fool. Make them float like Hawkins. Oh, look at it. Oh, look, it's floating. Yes, yeah, there's nothing there. It's floating. Crazy. But yeah, that's Luffy. Zoro as the magician with a dragon, badass dragon behind him as he's holding up Shusui. Robin is the high priestess. Of course she is. Why wouldn't she be the high priestess? That's actually a role that fits her very well, I think. Nami is the empress. I love it. She has, like, the smug look. I like that. Ara ara. The Emperor is Shanks. Like, no shit. We should guess. You should guess. All right. Okay, I'll go through the major tarot. I'm not going to go through all of, like, the sword cards and everything. Looks like Caesar in the background. Actually, I think it is. Yeah, I think that is Caesar in the background with, like, Law's heart there, like the hearts. Okay. All right. Let's play a game here. Who do you think's going to be the Hierophant? Hierophant Green. Who wields the Hierophant card in the One Piece universe? I guess I probably won't do this for every single card because we'd be here a while, but anyway, it's Mihawk. Mihawk is the Hierophant. The Lovers is The Lovers, I think, is the Mary. It shows the Mary, but then the Mary... Oh, I think it's the Mary and the Sunny is supposed to be the Lovers. The Chariot is Sanji on a chariot being carried by a bunch of flying fish. That's pretty cool. The Strength card is, of course, Frankie with white hair and, like, a lion. And the Hermit card is Brook. That actually, yeah, considering what Brook went to, that actually fits Brook pretty well. The Wheel of Fortune is Sabo. And we actually see a cool image of Sabo as a kid and then him as an adult with the Mera Mera no Mi. So Wheel of Fortune is Sabo. Justice, the Justice card, of course, Smoker, as a member of the Marines. One of the few Marines that actually embody justice. I think Aokiji would have also worked there, too. The Hanged Man. It's Ace. Death card has to be Law, because he literally has death tattooed on his hands, and he's like, you know, death, so yeah. Jinbei is Temperance. He's very temperate. The Devil card is Blackbeard. The Tower card is Doflamingo. I think that fits well for him. Zahando. The Star card is... Is that Vivi? I keep getting confused with Vivi. I'm not sure if that's Vivi or not. It looks like she has blue hair, but I can't really make out her face. Doflamingo is the Tower. Yeah, she's the Star. Yeah. Thought so, just wanted to make sure. The Moon card is Usopp, hanging out on the Boeing Archipelago. And we have the Sun card as Chopper. Look at Chopper so happy walking through a field of sunflowers. Isn't he just so adorable? The Judgment card is Rayleigh. And that's actually really cool, because look, he's actually coating the Straw Hat's ship. He has a really cool paintbrush, and he's using it to coat the ship. That's pretty cool. And, Zawurildo! Guess who Zawurildo is. Like, you don't have to guess really hard to get it. Eneru does not have the Moon card, although I will say that would have been pretty damn good. That would have been a good one, too. Alright. There's a lag, so I'm going to assume you've already heard it. Alright. Zawurildo is, of course, none other than Gold D. Roger. Now, just imagine for a moment Roger with the power of Zawurildo! Zawurildo, matey! You know? It looks exactly like Dio's Zawurildo, except it has a mustache. That's the only difference. And he can stop time. So there you go. And then we have the Ace of Cups, who is Hancock. And the artwork continues, but an actual tarot card deck is huge. There's a lot of cards in there. This is just the major arcana, so I can't go through every single one. But, yeah, I will definitely figure out a way to incorporate this in the video. I've already made a bunch of Hawkins videos. I've literally made a video on Hawkins, a video about his Devil Fruit, and I made a video on, like, his tarot cards specifically. So I don't really know if there's any other videos on Hawkins I could make. But I do have the One Piece tarot cards now, so at least the next time we see Hawkins fighting against Killer and Onigashima, like if there's a whole chapter with their fight, I'll make sure to include the tarot cards in that review, definitely. But yeah, thanks to Smith for sending me all of these. Let me put, well, I'm going to put these over here because I got to put these back in order. But then I will put everything back where it needs to be. Everything arrived in perfect condition. The buttons, the keychains, the pins, the stickers, the really nice... This is a really nice case. It's not like just cheap cardboard. It's actually like a really nice case here. So, this is just bubble wrap. So I'm really impressed by all this. Thank you so much, Smith. The project, the One Piece Tarot project, good on you for doing what you're doing with the ocean conservation and all that stuff. Alright, so now we get to the last box, which is a very big box. And I opened this, and I was actually really happy with this stuff, too. You'll see in a second. This is some nostalgic stuff in here. Alright. Okay. So, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of food products in here, but first I want to show you this. Now, this is a blast from the past right here. This is early Yu-Gi-Oh! Merchandise. So, you want to know what this is? If you don't know what it is, because I didn't know what it was either. I didn't know this. I didn't have this when I was a kid or anything. But we'll get back to this in a second. But for right now, there is a bunch of candy and a crap ton of chocolate. I said I like dark chocolate, and you guys provided. I think I'm good on dark chocolate from now until the end of time. We got Cadbury. We got 95% cacao, which that's the hardcore shit right there. We got Dar's chocolate. We got caramel chocolate. Marble chocolate. We got Neapolitan chocolate, which that actually sounds delicious. We got more 95% hardcore straight cut 95% cacao chocolate. We got Purelicious chocolate. We got more caramel. We got ginger caramel, giant freaking block of ginger caramel. That cacao hits hard, man. It hits like a truck, you know? And we got a giant block of Whitaker's dark salted caramel. So I am good on chocolate for a while, all right? Me and my mom, like, my mom loves dark chocolate too because she doesn't like to, you know, obviously dark chocolate's a little bit better for you than, like, milk chocolate and stuff. It's actually a little healthy for you. At least that's what I say to myself, that dark chocolate's healthy for you, so I could justify eating all this chocolate. Just eat all the chocolate. That's a lot of chocolate. We also got a bunch of assorted teas. We got iced tea lemon. I should also mention this, all this stuff comes from Australia. So it's a different person than usually. This is from Jack. So it's not the same person from New Zealand. This is Jack from Australia that's sending me a lot of this stuff. Iced tea lemon. We got a few of those. We got 2 of the iced tea lemons from Itoen. I'm not Itoen. I'm not Australian. I don't know. This is from Poca. Well, no, this is... Okay, I don't know about this, but this has... Yeah, this has hiragana on it. So, yeah. This is Japanese right here. At least it has hiragana written on it. Yeah, iced lemon tea. Oh, and this is so perfect. I ran out of tea up here before I started filming. Now I got all this kind of tea. We got... Oh! Oh my god, is there One Piece tea? No, it's grapefruit. Okay, well, it's a grapefruit drink with tashigi on it, so I'll take it. Bottled tea, just as it should be. None of that fresh brewed crap. Bottled tea is where it's at. We got another one of these. Dark chocolate isn't healthy, Matt. It's just not as bad for you. Same difference! I'll take it! And then we have another one. This is peach oolong tea with robin on it. See, marketing in Japan has figured out how to get people to buy stuff. You just gotta put sexy One Piece ladies on them. So, put robin on a drink. I don't even care if it's like... I'm not a big fan of what don't I like to drink? I don't like to drink prune juice, but you don't often go to a store. Oh, ginger ale. I'm not a huge fan of ginger ale, but if you put sexy robin on ginger ale... I'm gonna have to buy all the ginger ale. I mean, that's just how that goes. So, we got a bunch of bottles there. Oh, we got one more. We got... This is Monkey D. Luffy flavor. I guess this is just Luffy flavor. What is Luffy? Oh, bubble... Oh, it's like a bubble water. Like a carbonated water thing. And this is also in... This is kanji. That's the kanji for water right there. So, I know that. So, there's water in this. There's water in this drink! I know that much, but other than that, I can't read what it is, because it doesn't actually say the flavor. I guess it's like lemon, because everything else is lemon, and there's lemons there. But yeah, okay. So we got all these beverages. A lot of beverages here. Drink up. No, drink with sexy smoker. No drink with sexy smoker? There should be. Should be a drink with smoker with his shirt off, like, oh yeah. You know? If Smoothie were to use her fruit on Luffy... Oh, yeah, just turn him into a drink. That's what she would have done. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Luffy is just water flavored. Gear 5th water. Yeah. It's a little low. I don't know. I have the everyone else. I haven't heard anybody else complaining, so I don't think it might be on your end. Maybe, I don't know. Nobody else has said anything about audio, so I think I should be okay. We're already like an hour and 10 minutes into this, so yeah. A drink with sexy Foxy on it. Taste testing video coming up. Oh man, I should do something. I should do that on like the vlog channel. I haven't uploaded anything on the vlog channel in forever. You know, I should definitely do an episode where I try all these different teas out. What are the expiration dates on these, by the way? This is October of this year. This is February of this year, so that's a little out of date, but that's not a big deal for like out of date stuff. Only a few months, that's not bad. I don't see an expiration. This is... I don't know if that's the expiration. No, that's not the expiration date. That can't be the expiration date. I don't think there's an expiration date on that. This one is October. So these ones are good. These ones don't expire until October. This expired in February. This doesn't have them. But I imagine they're all pretty much, like, you know, about the same. You know, I would imagine. How's your house hunting going? Still going. Still going. I had some issue getting a pre-approval for my house loan, but I got that sorted out. So that was about a few weeks there where I couldn't really do anything because I was waiting for that to get done. So I got that approved. So I'm pre-approved for a house loan, which is good, and that's going to last 4 months. Now, after that 4 months, I can always just get another pre-approval, but by the end of the 4 months, it's already going to be the beginning of October. I'd rather get a place by the end of, you know, before that, you know. But anyway, oh god, more chocolate. I missed this. Meiji chocolate from the Meiji era of Japan from the late 1800s. That's great. And then we have more caramel. So there's a lot of chocolate in here. I think that's all the chocolate. Alright, I think that's all the chocolate. Alright, so we got a letter here. Let me open this with my letter opener very carefully. There's other stuff too. There's, So I never played Pokemon Stadium, but I guess Pokemon Stadium had like these 3D collector's cards. I don't know how you would get these, but this person Jack had a complete collection, and he's sending me a bunch of these, like little it's like a sticker book, but not stickers. They're like old school, like, you know, holographic, like, cards that you would collect, I guess. Do I have a sweet tooth? Well, it's dark chocolate, so not really so much of a sweet tooth, but I do like dark chocolate, yes. And then there's another book that has the same volume. Like the multiple, yeah. My god, this is so cool. I never played Stadium. I actually have it, but it wasn't until like a couple years ago I found an old Nintendo 64 at a Goodwill for like $50, and I'm like, holy shit. Came with the memory pack and 2 controllers, so I bought it. And then I went to a retro gaming store and I got Pokemon Stadium, and I played it for the first time in like 2018 or whatever, and it was a lot of fun. Show me your swords. They're all downstairs, so I can't go downstairs and grab those. We have, a chopper drink. It's a little dented. Straw Hat Crew. It's they crammed the whole Straw Hat Crew into a can? Straw hats in a can. There you go. Man, all right. Energy. Oh, it's an energy drink. Okay. Water, white sugar, green tea powder, acidity regulator, coconut. Oh, no, not coconut. Color 110. Oh, that's like the dye that's in it. This product is not recommended for children, pregnant, or lactating women. All right. That's reassuring. It looks like coffee. Yeah, it looks like, that's what I thought it was, too. It's a little dented on the side. See the little dent? Yeah, I should do... Anybody out there watch The Cinema Snob? Brad Jones. He does the Brad Tries segment. I remember when he first started doing that back in like 2010, watching it on his website. And he would do a bunch of like really weird, like foreign kind of drinks and stuff. And I remember he had a drink of like Billy beer from like the 70s one time. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, any lactators in here? Anybody lactating? You can't drink this. Okay. Yeah. Energy. 530 kilojoules. It's KJ, which I'm assuming KJ... What the hell does KJ stand for if it doesn't stand for kilojoules? You know? You want 540 kilojoules of power? Let's do it! Yeah. This can power a city for like for about 20 seconds. Best before... Oh, okay, this doesn't expire until January 14th of next year. So this is pretty good. Yeah, this is still good until next January, so I should be alright. I should make a video where I try this shit out. I'm not only going to have like a sip, because you do not want to see me. It is kilojoules. Alright, no, it's KJ, not KG. Yeah, I thought it was kilograms, but no, it's KJ. Yeah. So, yeah, you do not want to see me on energy drinks. Actually, I get really... One time a couple years ago, my friend was drinking a Monster energy drink, and he's like, "You want one?" And it wasn't like the big thing, but it was like a Monster. And I'm like, "Sure." And I remember thinking it tasted really good. I'm like, "Man, this is actually pretty good." But after a while, I felt like, you see how I am without energy drinks. Like, when I was on energy drinks, I didn't feel good. I felt like really like fidgety and like, you know, I didn't like the way it made me feel. It made me feel really off kilter and like fidgety and stuff. I didn't like it. So I don't drink energy drinks, or like I don't take 5-hour energies or energy shots or whatever for that reason. But I would, if I did try this, I would try it out. I would only have like a sip or two. That'll be good enough. Tekking's Bizarre Adventures. It's a kilojoule. All right, crazy. Next up we have this thing, which is really cool. It's a it looks like it was supposed to be like a strap for like a backpack or something, which it might have been, but the backpack didn't come or whatever. Anyway, that's not the cool part. The cool part is these are the talismans from Jackie Chan Adventures. Yeah. So, you see the, like, the dog talisman here. Dog talisman, pig. The, dragon. Dragon talisman looks pretty badass. Oh wait, snake talisman, and the, oh, that's the dragon again, and then the rooster. And that's pretty cool, because I actually have a video, on the channel where I show off the various, I still have them in here. Have the actual talismans from Jackie Chan Adventures that I bought off of Etsy a few years ago. And, I love Jackie Chan Adventures. It was a great show. And, you know, there was a lot of, like, Chinese mythology. And even in the 4th season, Japanese mythology with the Oni masks. So that was cool. But, yeah, these are, like, a metal version, and they, like, clasp onto the thing. So that's pretty cool. And you might be thinking, like, well, what about the other talismans? Because there's only 5 here, and there's supposed to be 12. Well, the remaining ones are here. So there's the bunny and the horse and everything in there. And, oh, wow, cool. There's even a Shendu one. Like, this wasn't in the show. At least I don't think it was. But, like, so there's the ox. This is the tiger. The rat. And then there's just one that's just Shendu. That's badass, man. That's pretty cool. Jackie Chan Adventures! Sheep, horse, monkey, and rabbit. Yeah. So there's 12 plus the 13th, which is Shendu. That's pretty badass, man. So thank you, Jack, for those. And then, oh yeah, I'll bring this up. This is the weird thing that I got. Like, out of all of the drinks that I have, and the Mountain of Dark Chocolate, and the Jackie Chan Adventure talismans, and the Yu-Gi-Oh binder, which we'll get to in a second. Out of all of that, oh, we also got this. This is the Witcher RPG rulebook. I've only watched one episode of The Witcher on Netflix, right? I watched like one episode of it. I liked it, but I just didn't get back into watching it. I do need to get into watching it again, though, because a lot of people are like, oh my god, The Witcher is so fucking good. But anyway, I have the Witcher role-playing book here, so if I ever want to do a D&D with the Witcher setting, like I said, I don't know much about it, so I'd have to, like, probably watch the show a little bit to at least understand a little bit of the lore. But, yeah, this is a RPG. You could do alchemy, combat, bombs and traps, the North. Looks like a map. Geography is everything! It's a game, too, if you want to play it. Yeah, I should probably play that. I'd maybe play it maybe a little bit. Random possessions. Yeah. That's cool. So, yeah, thanks again for that. And then, the weird thing out of all of it, a Bible. But it's not just like a regular Bible. It's like, I showed this to my mom, and she's like, you know, this looks like really old, and it does. Like, it's gold on the side, too, but it's all faded. And I opened it up, and it's like a little note. It's a really nice Bible. And it says just grandmas. That's all it is on the note. So this guy, he sent me his grandma's Bible? I mean, like, thank you, but, like, that seems like something you should keep, you know what I mean? Like, it's your grandma's Bible. So, let me know if you want this back, because, like, this is something I feel like is a family heirloom, but anyway, yeah, that was thrown in there as well. Yeah, grandma's Bible. R.I.P. Grandma. I don't even know if she's dead. I mean, I would assume, I mean, like, oh, wait, hold on. 1899 to 1980. Grandmother. Okay, I'm assuming she passed away then. Okay. Huh. Christ is King. Yeah, there you go. Grandma really liked her geography. Yeah, okay. Well, let me know if you want to get this back or something. You can, like, message me or send me an email or something. Oh, there's a bookmark. From... Oh, just an evening prayer section. Is this even like a regular Bible? Oh, no, I think this is just a book of, like, prayers. I don't think it's an actual Bible. Yeah. Morning prayers, evening prayers, Vespers for Sunday, Mass prayer. Yeah, so it's not even a Bible, it's like a prayer book. Okay. All right, well, in honor of your grandmother, I'll read the prayer, I guess, from the page that was bookmarked. O God, the creator and redeemer of all the faithful, give to the souls of thy servants departed full remission of all their offenses, that through the help of pious supplications, okay, they maintain the pardon of which they have been always desirous. Desirous? Oh, well. Who livest and reignest worth without end. Amen. Amen. Okay. So, there's a passage from Grandma's Bible. So, there we go. All right. Now, finally, though, we have a letter here. And this. I'll read the letter, I guess, and then go through that. And then that'll be the last thing we do here. I could be their new grandma. Oh, man. Okay, then there we go. All right. Dear Matthew, I wish to thank you for all the content you make. I never expected to be invested in a channel that makes 30-plus minute videos, but I'm glad I am, since you have made the joy of One Piece more than I would have. Oh, okay. Being a truck driver working 60 to 70 hours a week, I can watch 10 to 18 videos a day. So this is actually a thing. Like, I actually get a fair amount of mail from truck drivers. Because people that are on the, driving truck, driving on the road, they're, like, on the road, like this guy says, like 60 to 70 hours a week driving. And then, of course, that's also, like, pulling over at truck stops and getting some sleep in your cab and everything like that. People do say that they use my videos, like, to pass the time. Like, pull on a 30-minute, that'll kill 30 minutes as I'm driving down the highway, listening to Tekking, listening to me like a podcast or whatever. I do hope to do a podcast, by the way. There was one video I did that was, like, super long. I can't remember what it was, but I opened the video up by saying, like, this is for all you truck drivers out there. This is going to be a long one. That was basically that. So, yeah, this does happen. Driving truck. Yeah, that's how you say it around here. That's how you say it in Pennsylvania. My old boss from Dollar Tree, she drives truck now. She's driving truck. Just driving truck. Okay. I actually saw her the other day. She's doing pretty good. She's still driving truck. Anyway, so, I can watch 10 to 18 videos a day. You have made work enjoyable, and I enjoy starting on Mondays since your reviews come out in Australia that day. Time zones and whatnot. I normally wait to binge anime once I'm up to date, but in order to watch your videos, I need to be up to reading weekly, and I have been since 2018. I would like to write more, but I mostly just want to thank you for keeping my sanity in the truck, driving truck, but listening to you for hours on end, maybe it's too late. Yeah, you're already down that path. You're not coming back. Sorry for the extra work I'm giving. Sorry for the extra work I'm giving Bon in gifts, but I'm moving and couldn't wait for you to move. Oh, yeah, don't worry about that, because I still don't know when I'm going to move. But yeah, thank you. Huge fan, Jack. Thank you, Jack. All right, Jack. All right, so, yeah, thanks for all this stuff, and now we can get to this. So, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector's album. However, it is not your standard collector's album. So these are, from what I understand, these are bottle caps for a type of drink. So on the cover here, you see Twisties. So I'm guessing this was a Australian thing because I knew nothing about this, nothing about this here in the States. Where I guess you would buy a type of drink or something, like Snapple kinda, and you would twist the bottle cap off and you would get these. So this is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then you would get a collecting binder. I don't know how you would get the binder. Maybe you'd like mail away for it or whatever. Like get a box, like a pop box thing, and send it out in the mail, and you get like, you know, this. Anyway, it came complete. It came complete with all of the bottle caps. So you got, you know, the Dark Magician, Exodia, Blue Eyes White Dragon. You got like the characters like Pegasus, Mai, Joey's here. The Battle Warrior, Sagi the Dark Clown, Buster Blader, Catapult Turtle, Red Eyes, Black Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, Waifu, you know, Mystical Elf, Rocket Warrior, Magician of Black Chaos, Taya. It just ends with Taya. It just Taya's all the way in the corner. Taya. Yugi, Yami Yugi, Kaiba, you know, so, yeah, that's what this is. Very weird kind of thing that exists. I never knew about this, but, yeah, I guess this was part of a thing. I like collecting anything from that first era of Yu-Gi-Oh!, right when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was becoming a thing in, like, early 2000s. I remember I had a birthday cake that had a little Millennium Puzzle on it when I was like 9 or 10. And it was like a plastic Millennium Puzzle that I kept for a while. I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Sheets for a little while, like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Bed sheets and like pillowcases and stuff. I remember that. So, yeah, that kind of makes me think back to the time because Yu-Gi-Oh! Never really took off as much as Pokemon did. But it was still very popular in the States. Like, Pokemon went insane with its popularity when it came here. Like, there were American commercials that had Pokemon in them, you know. There was, like, Pokemon cereal, Pokemon everywhere. Yu-Gi-Oh! It was in the pop culture at the time, but it wasn't as big. Like, when the first Pokemon movie came out, like, everybody lost their shit over that. I remember going to see Pyramid of Light, and there was a lot of people there, but, like, it wasn't, like, a phenomenon. Yeah. Were there any more Carpenter ants? Oh, no, we took care of that, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so this was pretty cool to have. Thanks to Jack for all this other stuff, the Witcher book, and all of the chocolate, and the talismans, and all of the drinks. So yeah, and also for the very nice letter. Keep on driving truck. That's all I can say. Driving truck down the outback of Australia? I don't know. Actually, being a truck driver in Australia, like, going from, like, one end of the country to the other, like, would you do that? I don't know. Like, driving from Melbourne to, like, Perth or something, like, that's a distance. I don't know if you would do that, but in case you do, Godspeed to you, sir. All right, well, anyway, that is all of the mail today, and I think I'm going to get going. But, yeah, thanks to everybody for joining me on this. Let's see, it is June. So the next fan mail stream will be in July, hopefully. Please make a podcast. I want to make the podcast, but I want to do it right. I want to have an actual set for the podcast. I want to get a proper microphone. I was actually talking to Rustage a couple weeks ago on what kind of microphones he uses for his recordings, because when I do an actual podcast, I don't want to just, I mean, like, the USB mics are fine, but I want to have a soundboard. I want to have an actual, like, proper microphone, like an analog microphone with the soundboard and everything. So I was talking to Rustage, and he gave me some recommendations on some stuff to buy. So, yeah, and I just don't have space for the studio here, so... You know, the idea is to do it for Bleach when the anime comes back, which is good because the anime was also delayed because of COVID, which is not good, but at least for me, it gives me some extra time. But yeah. So anyway, that was that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go put this stuff away someplace nice and safe and secure. And yeah, I look forward to the video where I try out all this foreign types of lemon tea. Lemon teas from various nations of all different types of geography. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tekking, signing out. If I can end the stream. Do I end the stream over here? I think I end the stream over here. There we go.